Hi, I'm Emily and welcome to the park. Now today I'm going to teach you some really easy knee strengthening exercises. It's really important to keep our knees strong. In fact, what we're really working on is all the muscles around the outside of the knee to keep them really strong and protected. So here we go, nice and simple. All you need is a rolled up towel to place underneath the kneecap. So I'm going to take that into my mat, just under those kneecaps, so that I'm nice and comfortable. You can see that short lift of the knees, and as I pull up in that tummy, I'm going to lengthen that leg away, and I'm going to imagine not trying to lift the leg off, but trying to squash the towel with the back of the knee. So I really feel the length and the stretch down the back of the knee, and all these muscles around, including my glute, all working really hard, pulling up in that tummy. Now, if you do it with a flexed foot, you get a deeper stretch down the back of the leg as well. So we're going to start off with a pointed foot. Hands down to keep me nice and stable and safe. Pulling up in that tummy, relax the other leg. Here we go. We're going to lift for 1 and 2, squashing the towel 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Keep it going. 8. We're going to flex it now. Keep it going. That's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Hold 8. Excellent. Now that's 16 in total. We're going to do a little pulse here. We're going to really pull up and try to squash that towel even deeper. 1, 2, faster. Keep it going for 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Point it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can really feel it working hard. 5 and 6 and 7. Drop it down on 8. Let's do the other leg. Give that leg a little bit of a shake and a little bit of a flex and wiggle here, and then pull up in that tummy other side. Here we go. So we lengthen through that leg, trying to squash that towel with the back of that kneecap to really strengthen all around here, and we pulse for 8, 7, 6, keep breathing, 5, 4, 3, 2, counting backwards, sorry about that. Let's flex and do another 8. It goes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 to make 16 little pulses. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Point it and pulse again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax that leg. Give it a little bit of a wiggle, pull it towards you and draw it back. Okay, so give the legs a little bit of a shake there, trying to do both of them together. Now hands go down, pull up in that tummy, lengthen through those legs, and let's see if we can do that again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and flex for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold 1. Tiny fast pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And release. Of course, now we have to do another exercise to release this exercise, this thigh rather, but to still work around that knee. We're going to flex those feet and we're going to sit nice and tall. With our in-breath we prepare, with our out-breath we draw that thigh close to the chest. We don't sink in the waist. Try to get that heel to tap against the edge of that towel before we in-breath to release. We go the same leg 8 times. It's a 1. You can use your arms to imagine you're doing that pull with the whole body, really working that knee, loosening off that kneecap. Keep it mobile, keep it going for 7 and 8. Stop and keep going on the other side and keep pulling up. Don't stop breathing. Out breath on that pull. Keep it going. Another 4 for 5 and 6 and 7. We have to repeat again. Pull on the other side. Go with it. And 2. Pull 3 and 4. Keep it going for 5 and 6. Working that leg. And 7 and 8. Other side. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and now a little bit deeper, but first of all we're going to give our legs a little bit of a shake there. We're going to repeat that exercise with a little bit of a difference. Hands are going down this time. I'm going to flex those feet, soften those knees just a little bit. I'm going to just see if I can really pull up and actually raise it to off the floor, trying to sit tall, to tap the heel on the towel and push it out off the floor. Keep it going. It works the tummy as well, but we're really working that knee by keeping that movement, working that rotation in that leg. Here we go. It's pulling back. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Drop it down, pull up with a breather, breath in and breath out. Get ready to go on the other side. So relaxing that leg, flexing and preparing the other one. We're going to tap it off the floor to tap the heel here. Keep pulling up in the tummy. Now, if you can't quite get the heel all the way to the towel, don't worry, just bring it to where you can, as close as you can. Keep pulling up in that tummy and reach away, working here. Here we go, pull it back, 1, keep it going, 2, hands to support, 3, and 4, keep it going for 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and release, drop it down, and give them a little bit of a shake. Well done. Okay, so last one on the floor here. We're going to sit nice and tall, and we're just going to see if we can raise those arms above the head, and we're going to really pull up in those kneecaps so that the legs raise off the floor. We're going to flex those feet, and we're going to just hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, go again. Breath in, reach nice and tall. Breath out, we reach and lift and lengthen through those legs, pulling up in those kneecaps, flexing those feet, and now really pulling up, really pushing into the back of that towel really hard, pulling that tummy in, shoulders down, hold it there for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release, hands come down. We do that position with those legs again, pulling them up into that long stretch, flexing those feet. Now with the support of the hands, I'm going to see if I can extend that stretch so much, I pull up in my kneecaps so much that I'm just going to see the lower leg just lifting off that towel, really holding onto the core muscles as well, lifting up. Now if this one is a bit too much for you, keep with the previous one where the arms are above the head and you just hold that big flex position nice and long for that count of 8. Let's see if we can just do that with the other side. Keep it going, and 2, and out breath on that lift. Keep it going, another 4 for 4, and 3, and 2. Pull up in that kneecap, don't let it go, and 1, and release, and let that go and shake it out. Okay, let those knees soften so you can release that towel from underneath. Bring those feet into that parallel sitting up position so that we can just roll onto the side. Take that low kneel, tuck those toes underneath as you reach forwards onto those hands, and very carefully come up for our standing knee strengthener exercises. So I'm just reaching into my squat. Take a moment if you want to let those heels drop down, to just stretch through the backs of those legs. Don't worry if the heels don't go all the way down. Breath in to prepare, breath out, engage the core, engage the glutes, and push into the floor and tuck the tummy in to peel yourself up nice and safely all the way to standing. Rotate those shoulders back and rotate those elbows just to give a little bit of a lift out of that waist, and then reaching up nice and tall. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to just see if we can take that parallel hip distance apart standing position, and we're just going to step back just a little bit, and we're going to use a very slow controlled leg curl to really work that knee. So we do engage the core, we do engage the glutes, and we do engage the hamstring at the same time, but really a nice slow pulling up of that heel towards that tailbone is really working that kneecap and all the muscles around it, squashing that heel like you're trying to squash an orange between the thigh and the calf there. Keep it going for at least 8. Now if this is really tricky for you to do with the balance, of course hold on to a chair or a wall or something. Keep that working. I think that must be about 6 and 7 with that flex foot, and 8. Drop it down nice and safely and step back together. We do that all on the other side. We take that parallel hip distance apart standing, step back into that high lunge, nothing too deep. Take the weight onto that front leg, engage the core, engage the glutes, really pulling up. Hold on to something if you need to, otherwise just stand nice and free and just really focus on keeping that knee behind, not in line with that supporting leg. That would be cheating. I'm going to try to draw that heel closer to my tailbone. It doesn't have to go to touch. It's just off the floor if that's better for you, but really focus on that knee squeezing into that shutting and opening position at least 8 times. Here we go, another 4. That's 4 and 3. Breath on that action, and 2 and 1. take it down nice and gently and come back. Now do it all again on each side. You can do it with a pointed foot or a flex foot. If you're working that knee nice and slowly and feeling that hamstring working, sometimes it takes it a little bit deeper to point that foot in the hamstring. You may as well work all the muscles around that knee. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to strengthen everything and keep the knee mobile. Keep it going for another 4. It doesn't have to go high. 3 and 2 and 1, and take it down. Plant that foot to come back nice and safely and change feet. Here we go, last time. Breath in, breath out. Take the weight forward onto that front leg, hold on to something if you need to. Now get that foot pointed ready, really engaging everything around that kneecap, all those muscles, the tummy, the glute, and gently draw it up towards that tailbone. Keep it going. 2 and 3 and go 4. Another 4. Here we go for 5 and 6. Keep breathing. And 7 and 8, and take it down nice and gently. Plant it down, step together, and come into your parallel feet, hip distance apart. And of course, our lovely squat position, which always loosens up and strengthens all the muscles around those kneecaps. We stand up nice and tall with the in-breath. Breath out, we sit deeper as if we're trying to reach our tailbone to a chair that's way out of reach. The arms come forward to help my balance. I in-breath to come down, and I out-breath to come up, and I squeeze those glutes back in line, so I've got that nice stacking position. But most of all, I'm focusing on strengthening my knees by working all these muscles around. So we breath in to come down, and breath out, we come up for 1. Pull up in those kneecaps. 2, nice and slow. Do not go fast on this. We're focusing on the knees. We're not focusing on cardio. Keep it going for 5, nice and controlled, and 6. Keep it going, and 7, keep it going, and 8, step it together, same thing, pulling up and drop it down, keep it going, and breath out, breath in, breath out. Keep those thighs tight together before we take a heel off. Here we go. In a minute, we're going to take one heel off and see if we can really focus on one knee at a time. So that heel comes off, and I'm really focusing on pulling up on that supporting leg, pulling up nice and controlled. Keep it going nice and gently. Out breath, I can feel all the muscles around that knee really working hard. Excellent. Now when you're ready, do at least 8 if you can before you put that heel down and take the other one off. Here we go again. Keep pulling up. Out breath to come up, nice and controlled. Do not speed up. Again, just a reminder, it's not a cardio this, it's to focus on strengthening all around that kneecap, and all those good strong core muscles and glutes are also helping protect those knees. Keep it going for another 5 and 6 and 7. Here's your last one. 8, and drop it down nice and gently. Come back to your stable position, parallel feet, hip distance apart. Give yourself a little bit of a shake, a little bit of a reach up, and just seeing if you can just take a nice gentle nod of the head from ear to ear. Bring it to straight, turning the head nice and gently, softening the knees as you say yes. Definitely finished, and then just rotate those shoulders up again and give another little shake. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe.